college fair, and that's going to happen November 26th there at Winton Woods High School. It's a second annual event for these basketball games, the Battle of the Bulldogs, a couple college basketball games, and I was able to catch up with event director Dante Payne as he spoke about the significance of not only this event, but having the college fair there at Winton Woods.
Yeah, last year was a great success, so we wanted to keep the momentum going, me and my team. We're doing it again November 26th, that's Saturday, Thanksgiving weekend at Winton Woods High School again. Last year we had 2 games. This year we have 5. Wow. Yeah, so of course it's the Battle of the Bulldogs. We got Fisk versus Wilberforce girls. Now we got the men's team coming. We have Harris Stowe and Simons College out of Louisville and Missouri coming. Of course, we got Hawkins playing in it against Wilberforce JV team. And then we also just added another game, a boys game. We added Southwest Ohio Prep against Franklin Prep. You know, just to get that experience. And what I want people to know about this year is I have a total of like 18 to 21 kids playing in it that I done personally got into college from our recruiting service. So that's why I'm so excited. That's why we expanded it a little more. Also this year, we have over like 45 vendors from all over the country as far as California coming when they heard about the HBCU Classic. And we also added a college fair with it. So we giving you that HBCU experience under one roof, Winton Woods High School. Doors open at 10, last game is at 7.
I want to ask you a little bit about the expansion of the games here in a second, but I know in talking to you last year, Dante, about this, the college fair was such a critical component of this. And can you talk about just what goes on there? And, you know, like I said, it may be just as successful, if not more so, than the basketball games themselves.
Well, we want to bring to the light, you know, about HBCU awareness. You know, Coach Prime has really brought it to the forefront, but it's always been there. It's just people didn't have that platform or that vehicle to publicize it. So that was one thing I took into thought, like, okay, hold on. Yeah, we having the games, we having fun, but you can't get to these schools if you don't know how to get to these schools or know about these schools. So this is where the college fair comes in at. And on top of the college fair, we have companies that does like college tours. Like there's a company called No Excuses. You know, they doing the college tours this year. I think it's in March. So that's another way to get out to these colleges, and they're going to be there also.
Well, tell us, as I mentioned, the expansion of the games here. How do you went about scheduling the additional games this year, and what kind of the feedback and reception you received from some of these coaches and schools, knowing that, you know, you're bringing this big event together?
Well, a lot of colleges and coaches and administrators were on board. Easy. It didn't take a lot of work because, one, you know, it's still, people don't travel as much because of COVID, but they need to get out and they need to recruit. And so I hit a lot of schools in this area within like a 4.5-hour radius. Every school is like 4.5 hours, except the Franklin team in Carolina. They want to hit this market because there's good basketball up here and there's good students up here, you know, so I'm bringing them up here for an opportunity to expand their recruiting, you know, and like I said, by me having my recruiting service, I deal with these coaches all the time. So I'm like, hey, if I'm going to send school kids y'all way, y'all have to come up here and be visible.
Sure.
So they understand.
Tell us a little bit about your recruiting service On Impact for those who aren't familiar and what you do.
So On Impact recruiting service started about 2019 when COVID hit. You know, coaches really couldn't come out and see the kids. And I kind of built it around my 2 daughters and my son, who's a little younger. But we help get a lot of kids, mainly, you know, minority ones that really can't afford it, ones that can't travel, ones that they just don't know.